recording now.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Cool.
So we've only got Dave in the audience, so
Yeah,
no pressure.
have a couple of people.
I should have a few friends come in, but I've only just asked for the link, so
That's all right. That's all right.
My dad says he'll try to come. Where's it streaming live? How do we share the link?
So it's just on the Dead at the Apollo Facebook page. It's going to stream live from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Shall we admit our audience?
Both of them. Let's three of them.
No,
Two of them.
Going up. What time is it now anyway?
Okay, it's 3 minutes to.
Cool.
Wow, guys, we raised £20 for Crisis.
Lovely.
And one of the donors wasn't me.
That's my sister. That's like my sister's the other one.
Awesome.
Right, so I'm just going to start the stream.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, great. Okay. Helps when you put phantom power on. Ooh.
That is a cracking headset there, Stephanie. That's a cracking headset.
Right, so we are.
Cool.
Stephanie sent me.
Right, so we should be live on Facebook.
We are now live. Here you go. Are we doing this show? Let's do this show. Should we do this? What does everyone else think? Should we do this show or not?
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it, I'm logging off now.
Sorry, Freddie, you don't have to do it. You're gonna be shit anyway.
Come on, guys, I donated to Crisis. You can't disappoint me.
Oh yeah.
Don't try to tell me that I donated to charity for nothing.
Let's do this. So there's a lady pointing at her screen. Hello. Hello, how are you, Pat? Pat and Sparrowmorphosis. There you go. Is that correct?
Pat Morphosis. Stephanie sent me.
There you go. Let's do this. So you're from across the pond. So let's give a round of applause to the people who have come from or logged on.
Yay.
There you go. Awesome.
I have to go get my hat.
Brilliant. That's the
Bye.
best. Just to start the show, fuck off. We've just got to shoot off. But, yeah. Come back in an hour. It'll be done by then, hopefully. There you go. Cool. Fantastic. Well, welcome. More people coming up there. There's cool. Fine. Fantastic. Thank you. Well, there you go. Look at me, my big head and my Superman t-shirt. Look at this.
Oh,
Hey.
There you go. It's basically I haven't done the washing. So
good job.
this is the last t-shirt I've got left. This is it. Bless you. Thank you very, very much for coming, everybody. Let's do this properly. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for your host and compere for tonight's show, me,
Yay!
There you go, there you go. I have never heard so much disappointment in an intro ever. That's so good. Bless you. So yes, this show is in aid of crisis, homeless charity. There are plenty of people. If all of you right now, if you just kind of look out your window, you can see how shit the weather is. We have a privilege that we can sort of sit inside and all this, but there are a lot of people who don't. So, donate. If you go to the Facebook page for Dead at the Apollo, it's a Facebook group, and there's a donate button in there. I think someone will probably put it in the chat in a little while, but do donate. There are people out on the streets who through no fault of their own, mental health, abuse, lack of support, all sorts of things, find themselves out onto the streets. So we are the only ones who can help them. There's nothing else given to them. What a brilliant start to the show. Start it off really low, and let's do this. So I guess the only way how you can go from a very bad point to a comedy point is let's all talk about how much we've all masturbated over lockdown. It's not as much as you think. I think the graph of masturbation mirrors the coronavirus pandemic graph as well, because like when the infection we were in lockdown, so we all wanked a bit more. And then when lockdown eased, it all kind of went down, and we all thought, oh, let's go out and do something else. Let's go to Nando's or something. And then when obviously now it's come back up again, we're just furious. This is why we've only got a few people here. The rest of the people are at home on their Facebook page looking at Dead at the Apollo, vigorously wanking away. and they're wanking up this space. How cool is that? That's crazy. Bless you. My name is Jay Sodegar. I have been teaching stand-up comedy for the last sort of 15 years. I have been gigging all around the world, and obviously not this year, but I've been gigging all over the place. And tonight's show is really a collection of comics that have done the course over during lockdown. And full response to them in terms of the weirdest kind of social kind of environment that we've kind of lived in over this last, however many years. This year has been the worst and the most weirdest. So during lockdown, of all places, these people have started doing stand-up. So I think that deserves a round of applause in itself. Do you not agree?
Yes.
Let's do this. And indeed, do take yourself off of mute and so on and so forth, because we literally have 5 people kind of watching this show, so we need as much noise as possible. But bless you. So what else can I tell you? I'll tell you. This is absolutely true. I'll tell you about. I have 2 kids, and we had the talk. Or rather, I had the talk earlier on, just when schools broke up. And what happened was I picked up my kids from school, and I was driving back home, and it's on a motorway. So I'm at 70 miles an hour, okay? And my daughter, my eldest daughter, is very quiet. She's sitting in the back. And I kind of go, babe, are you okay? Is there anything wrong? And then she said, Daddy, have you and Mummy had sexual intercourse? I'm at 70 miles an hour at this point, right? And I have to fucking hold on to the steering wheel, right? So then I was like, well, where did this come from? And you go, Daddy, have you seen Mummy naked? I have no idea how to react to this. Then she comes up as, Mummy seen you naked. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh. Right? I'm at 70 miles an hour. I could crash at any moment at this point, right? To which point I've always wound up my kids and said, oh, look, I bought you from Aldi, and I bought the other one from Lidl. It was the special offer aisle, just there. It was £1. I can return you anytime, right? And then my daughter said, Daddy, is that where you got your condoms from, Aldi and no wonder Mummy was pregnant. And, and the weird thing is, this is the second time I've had the sex talk. Once was when I was younger with my sex ed teacher teaching us. And the second time was by my daughter. My parents never mentioned sex whatsoever. They're typical good old-fashioned Asian parents. The word Essex wasn't even allowed in our they were. Sussex wasn't even allowed. We couldn't go anywhere. That was it. But yes, no, here we are. It's lockdown 4 or 5. I don't know how many lockdowns we've had so far. We're about to either get a vaccine, in which case we're all cured, and it's a bit like I Am Legend, and you know we can run amok and whatever, or we're all mutated into kind of bionic animals or whatever it is. And to be perfectly honest with you, the amount of masturbating that we've done, I could use that bionic arm. I really could. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 7 acts for you, I believe. Yes, 7. We've got 7 fantastic acts for you tonight.
Way!
There you go. And it's an absolute pleasure hosting these guys, because these guys have literally been doing all of this during lockdown, and I guess it's fair to say they're almost virtual seasoned pros by this point. So they've done all over 100 gigs each in their time. So you're well seasoned. This is going to be a solid show. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's rock on with our first act for tonight's show. Are we ready for our first act for tonight's show?
Yes!
Let's do this. Let's do this. So, let's open up with our first act. Now, what should we do? Let's do this. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do like a clapometer, right? We'll do a clapometer where 10 is absolute apeshit, okay? And I literally mean apeshit. I literally mean you kind of standing out of your chair, going mad, shaking your head, clapping, cheering, going absolutely wild, right? Fuck the neighbours is locked down. They can't even leave the house to complain. We can just do this, all right? So let's do this, right? So we're going to go through all the levels. So we'll go through a nice equal level 5 round of applause. Let's do this, right? So let's do this. After 3, a nice equal level 5 round of applause. 3, 2, 1, 5. Nice, nice, nice. I'm going to jump. 7.
Yay!
A little bit more cheers, a little bit more cheers. Push that up. 8. Lovely. Ratchet out. One more. 9. Go fucking apeshit. Here we go. 10. Yeah, for the one and only Victoria Shortley.
Hey. Well, I wish it could be locked down every day. Oh, it is. Unlike Roy Wood and Wizard, my wish came true. Did anyone hear about the new Band-Aid 2020? Do they know it's Christmas release? Yeah, Africa's pop stars and singers have seen our plight on the news and decided to record it to help us in our hour of need. They were just so moved. They had to do something. And it was the Jenkins family story that moved them the most. The Jenkins had bought so much food for the 5-day festivities, but now that was cancelled. There's so much food going to waste. It's just awful. Do we know it's Christmas time at all? No, Africa, we do not. We do not. Some of us haven't even had an advent calendar this year. And you've had it bad in 1984. Anyway, years ago, there used to be an advert for trains saying, "Let the train take the strain." And judging by those scenes in London the other night, that new strain was definitely getting on a train and coming down near you. Not sure about holidays are coming, but I think it might be something else. Anyway, I've also noticed on trains lately that they have the keep 2 meters apart posters. And it's got a figure of a man and a woman on it with the 2 meters apart, you know, like you do get on toilet signs. And I just couldn't help but thinking, this looks like leftovers from the No Means No campaign. But then there's also the poster with the wearing a mask, and I thought, no, I hope that wasn't left over from that campaign, because that is just inciting all kinds of danger. So, but I do love how ambitious we are as a country anymore. We're working our way up those tiers, aren't we? We only had 3 the other week, and now we have 4. It makes you proud. It makes you so proud. And never before has the phrase "tears of a clown" felt so appropriate right now. Well, on to something a little bit more cheerier: Christmas dinner. Now, the one veg I do not want with my dinner is peas. I really don't like peas. Some of you will know why, but I won't spoil it for those that don't. Someone did ask me once why I didn't like peas. And I said in response, which at the time seemed to make sense, I said, I don't like the penis-like taste. Now, in my head, I said a word that was spelled P-E-A-N-E-S-S. Ness. Now, obviously, they heard something different. So that person genuinely believed I really hate peas because I think they taste like cock. Their interpretation, not mine, to be fair. Now, all I can say to you is just don't do what I did and know the difference between your penis to your penis. This year's been hard enough. So anyway, guys, I've been short and sweet tonight. I just yeah, I've probably got loads of minutes left, but you know what, there's so many other fabulous acts on, so keep donating, and all I have to say is Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Right. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Opening the show in fine style there. Lovely. Yes. One thing that would be really lovely is everyone, if you could either switch your videos on or take yourself off mute or both. That would be awesome. That way, as much as this is a comedy show, we can actually watch people laughing and enjoying and so on and so forth. But having said that, if you're on the toilet having a shit, keep them off and keep it muted. That'd be grand. That is awesome. Fantastic. Thanks, Dave. Thank you very much. Lovely. Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to rock on to our next act. I had the pleasure of teaching. She did my course during lockdown. She's very rarely sort of like done some live gigs. She's done some live gigs in the meantime, but it's a pleasure to watch someone go completely in from lockdown and then do everything that she's done. So you're in for a massive treat. So let's do this. So this time we're going to do a 7, then an 8, then a 9, then a 10. Okay, you're all ready for this, right? So hands in your clappatory positions. There you go. After a 3, a nice big 7. 3, 2, 1, 7. Beautiful. A little bit more cheering. Keep that cheering going. There you go. 8. Beautiful. Lovely go. 9. Lovely. 10. The one and only Taylor Jaffe.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here, and how timely that Victoria finished a bit early, because that gives me time to do a reading from the New Testament in honor of Christmas. I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'd like you to just appreciate my Christmas jumper. I try to be festive, but my Christmas jumper is special because I'm actually half Jewish and half Catholic. So I wanted to find one that truly represents me. So I got this one because it's got Christmas colors, you see, but it also depicts, does anybody know the story of Hanukkah?
Yeah?
What was the story of Hanukkah? Okay, I'll help you.
It was a miracle.
A miracle, yeah, a miraculous oil, right?
Wasn't it?
It burned for 8 nights when they thought it would only last a few minutes. Anyway, I found a Christmas jar with a miraculous oil.
Yay!
Wait, are you telling me this isn't a menorah? Oh, really shouldn't do my Christmas shopping under the influence of a wholly inadequate Hebrew school education. Anyways, I'm originally from New York. Came to the UK for the junior year abroad. Stayed for the free healthcare. And will probably die here thanks to a pregnancy scare that almost 7 years later is still not over. That's right, I'm a single parent. That's why I'm usually the one on the Zoom doing this. But some of you have met my 6-year-old son, Moses. He sends his apologies. Jay actually tried to book him in my spot tonight, but I have safely enclosed him in one of Boris Johnson's support bubbles. You think he's getting enough oxygen in there? Just kidding. He's not really in there. He's in the other room recording his Netflix special. Oh, my son's comic timing is excellent. For example, when I'm at work searching for analytics on my company's SharePoint, how does he know to interrupt me exactly after I've typed the first 4 letters? So that when I come back to my desk, I'm like, A-N-A, what the heck was I doing on SharePoint? I'm very proud of him. During lockdown, he even invented a completely new way to be rude. It's like after he makes his point, he does this. For example, Mom, this pasta is just plain. I asked you for extra plain. Anyone else come up with amazing new dishes during lockdown?
Woo!
You know, I feel mixed about single parenting. I love my son. I do love being single. It's the parenting I'm not so crazy about. I told that to my last Tinder date and he was like, oh my God, me too. That's why I only see my kids twice a month. I had to woman-splain to him. That's not what #MeToo is for. And not the reasoning behind your co-parenting arrangements. As Jay mentioned, starting comedy is something I did during lockdown. Something I didn't do was sexual intercourse. Anyone else desperate? Can this year just end? I know, look, it's a good side effect of the pandemic. I mean, for the first time since I was 19, I've made it a full year without casual sex. And I know my dad is really happy to hear that. He's on mute, but I can hear him. I can hear his sigh of relief. But you know, my brain totally understands that that is a fantastic achievement. So like, why doesn't it feel like good news? It feels like shit. Like you know it's bad when you're getting jealous of your friend's pregnancy scares. Not yours, Jen. Love you. Yeah, so one of my friends was like, oh my God, my period is late. I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. What if it's positive? And I was like, well, you want me to take it for you? Anybody on the Zoom need a negative pregnancy test? Christmas miracle, anyone? And that made me think, like, I actually had a pregnancy test in my cupboard that was about to expire. And that made me sad. Because I remember when I first bought it, I said to myself, ooh, I really hope I won't have to use this. But the truth is, I had big plans for that test. I was supposed to have awkward phone calls, panic attacks, walks of shame to the sexual health clinic. Just seems like such a waste. So I couldn't resist. I took it. You never know, right? Abstinence is only 99.99999% effective, right? And besides, it seems like the perfect new Christmas tradition, like worrying about a supernatural pregnancy. Just like very. I mean, wow. So I've got it right here, and you know, I'm really nervous. I haven't had the balls to look at it yet, so I need you guys to do me a favor. Can you just tell me what the result is. One lion is not pregnant and a cross is pregnant. Here you go. Come on, tell me, what does it say? Am I having a lockdown baby?
No, girl.
Oh,
Jesus.
I should probably take another one just to be sure. Anyways, you guys have been delightful. Thank you so much, and all the best for 2020. Happy holidays.
Jim and Taylor Jaffe there. Very good, very good, very good. That's what a reveal. That almost turned into a bit Jerry Springer there, a bit sort of Jeremy Kyle. Is that not pregnant? The answer is no. There you go. Cool, man. No, let's do another round of applause for Taylor Jaffe there. Well, awesome. Very good, very good. Yes, again, donations. There are genuinely people who require our help, so let's do this. So if you go to Dead at the Apollo, I think we might put the link in the little chat thing in a little while. Go to it, and there's a little donate button. Donate as much as you possibly can, £200, £300, £400, whatever you want to kind of give. That'd be grand. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move straight on to our next act. Are we up for our next act, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do this. We're seeing lots and lots of clapping, cheering. This is what I like. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. So this time we're going to do an 8, then a 9, then a 10. Okay, your 7 was good. I want to hear a proper 8. All right, then a 9, then a 10. You ready for this? So begin, take a breath. Exhale. Hands in your clappatory positions. Here we go. After a 3, a nice big 8. 3, 2, 1, 8.
Hey.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Hold it, hold it. Here we go. 9. Beautiful. Go ballistic. 10. Excellent. And give it up for the one and only Keith Brokenshire.
Great, thanks for that. And as Jay says, that's a brilliant charity that we're supporting. So especially this time of year, it probably needs more this time than any other year. Now, apparently, people have still got toilet roll left over from the first lockdown. And you got to wonder, how much did they buy in the first place? The selfish fucking assholes. Now, last week, the Culture Secretary said that the Crown should come with a fictional warning. And I thought, does that mean the government should come with a health warning for bringing all those families to tears over Christmas? I mean, I could cry my eyes out. I really could. And it's as if the government are actually using the Nelson approach to governing. Crisis? I see no crisis. And is it only me that thinks that the French are being hypocritical when they say you've got to be tested and sanitized before you can get into France? I mean, I don't know. And as for Brexit, well, sorry I had to mention it, but it does appear that Boris's oven-ready deal is still frozen in a warehouse in Paris somewhere. No, we will not give you your oven-ready deal unless you include the fish with every meal. Now, I do wonder if at the time Boris actually got his metaphors all wrong, because his fiancée was pregnant, so had one in the oven, so to speak, to drop after 9 months. And apparently, it's not the easiest thing for him to remember these type of things. I found out I got some Irish in me the other week. I've been drinking Guinness all day. Now, did you know that 62% of men interviewed did not wash their hands after using the loo? And the reason being was there was no need because their genitals were clean. You're missing the bloody point. You can't open doors with your genitals. You fucking dirty pricks. So let's just hope that 62% of men are now singing happy birthday to their genitals. or at the very least, sanitising them. Now, the BBC the other night said that Joe Biden was going to be like soft jazz to Trump's heavy metal. And I've always thought that Trump was more of a rap artist. It's just I forgot to put the C in front for cunt. All the crap he's inflicted in the world. So let's hope that they can use a crowbar to get him out when the time's right. Still, it's nice to see that we've actually voted in a world leader that's got a decent haircut. Now, I'm dyslexic, which makes for some interesting and confusing times. The other day, I went to a deli and asked for an LGBT sarnie. Fortunately, they gave me a BLT with gravy. I visited a wank to pay a check-in and S&M for underwear. Now, this rule of 6 really screws my head up. I keep seeing and hearing it as the rule of sex, which is why the other week I joined an adult dating site. And on the profile, I wrote I had a 51 centimetre long dick. I got loads of requests for a dick pic. To which I replied, sorry for any incontinence caused. It should have been 15 centimetres. I was having a shit day. Now, contactless cards. I wish they did what they said on the tin and didn't contact my wank. Last week, one of Eton Mess's rockets exploded on landing, and he said it had had an RUD experience, a rapid, unplanned disassembly. And I thought that's a hell of a way to say to shareholders you haven't had a BU, ballsed up by blowing up. And then I realised I've had a few RUDs in my time. Generally when I'm watching porn. And I bet you didn't see that coming. Now I'm near 50. I'm 52. And I got divorced. I got divorced during lockdown. You make one mistake in life, you say I do, and you pay for it the rest of your life. Now, they do say that money can't buy happiness, but it can pay for a divorce. Now, I've been slightly eating and drinking too much because I'm celebrating, so I need to lose weight. And they do say that sex is the best form of exercise. Although I can only actually do that virtually at the moment. Although thinking about it, I have still got some of those emails left from that website. So if I'm lucky, I'll be able to meet someone in person. And then I can have a RUD experience with them. Well, I'm not going to lose much weight virtually, am I? So, now, I hope you all stay safe over Christmas. And don't forget to protect your granny with the rule of sex over... Sorry, with the rule of 6 and some sherries over Christmas. Thank you very much. Hope Keith broke show. It's been a pleasure.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. Now, I just want to pick up on one thing because Keith was talking about marriage and divorce and so on and so forth. And I'll be honest with you, I was very nervous when I got married. I was very, very nervous. And I remember going to the registrar's office and you know the question that you have to answer, which is I do. I was so kind of like all over the place that I kind of wanted him to give me a visual clue of when to say it, right? And he said to me, "You'll know exactly when to say it." Okay. And I was like, "Fine, great." So I was there, I was in my own world, and I was kind of like, "Okay, this is a nerve-wracking experience. This is a nerve-wracking experience." And then when he started going, "Is there anybody here who would dispute this marriage?" I looked at him and he did this, and I went, "Oh, does that mean I do?" Luckily, I kept my mouth shut, and my wife gave me a very stern look. Fucking dare say anything like that, okay? But bless you. Let's do another round of applause for Keith Brokenshire. Very, very good. Very, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're up to our fourth act for tonight's show. So let's do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we'll do is we'll do your eight. Your 8 was okay, but I think we could do a little bit better. I want a bigger 8, then a bigger 9, and then a 10. Okay, right? So let's do this. So we can do an 8, a 9, and a 10. So begin, take a breath. Exhale. Hands in your clappatory positions. Here we go. After 3, a nice big 8. 3, 2, 1, 8. Lovely, lovely. That's better. That's a lot better. Here we go. 9. Beautiful. Everything. 10. Give up for Andy.
Hello, Dead at the Apollo.
Hey.
I'm Donna, and I'm trans. Yeah, that's kind of the level I was going for. I am planning to keep that up through the whole show, so strap yourselves in. For those of you who don't know what it means, I'm like this 24/7. So no, you're not watching an outtake of RuPaul's Drag Race. Fuck off. I mean, have you seen RuPaul on Monday morning? He's a bloke in a designer suit and bow tie. I don't want people looking at me and going, "Oh, great wig, Donna. Love that feather up your ass." I want people to look at me and go, "Whoa, nice tits, lady. What's your number?" Really, you're watching an episode of The Undateables. Sound like a woman? Beg your pardon. I look like a woman, sound like a bloke, and I'm hung like a gerbil. Who the fuck's going to date this? I've got more chance of falling pregnant. And I'm 56. It's the end of all promising situations. Wait, anyone else here tempted to lie about their age? No, wait, don't answer that. That's not going to work. Who here doesn't lie about their age? 18-year-olds, fucking shut up, right? You lie to try and get into nightclubs, adding years to your age. It's sickening. Stop it. What about this new lockdown announcement? Wasn't that like a gangbang on the Titanic? And no, I don't mean because the captain went down with the ship. It's because we all got fucked at the last minute. 2020 has become like a middle-aged marriage. This year, we're all getting screwed for Christmas. People try and tell me not to act my dress size and act my age. But during lockdown, I've gone down from sweet 16 to 14. So if anybody's thinking about it, better watch out. But relax, guys. You're not going to accidentally shag me. In any case, I'm more into women than men, so you better watch out for your girlfriends. You're all right, too, girls. I've actually got a girlfriend, Chantal from Paris. We've chatted a lot on Facebook. So for all I know, she's actually Rajesh from Mumbai. Talking of which, I'm 56 and I'm still embarrassed about buying condoms. Isn't that ridiculous? Look, I'm not saying I haven't been getting any, but my last lot expired in 2016. I mean, what a year. It was Brexit and Durexit in the same fucking year. But man, does it always go wrong or what? Look, I'm the person in America. Somebody sent me out to buy them tampons, right? And I get to the checkout and the lady at the till, she goes, Lois, how much are these tampons? Oh my God. And in Tesco's the other week, right? The checkout lady, she's wrestling with this packaging, the plastic box. And she says to me, I kid you not, right? She says to me, this is actually really fiddly. I look at her and I go, no fucking kidding. No. What I mean is it's really hard. Normally it just slips right off. Yeah, I know what you mean. When you're hung like a gerbil. I was chatting to my plastic surgeon in Thailand the other day, going there for surgery soon. We're discussing everything. He says to me, do you want a facelift? Do I want a facelift? Of course I want a fucking facelift. He said, you're going to look 25. So fuck you, 18-year-olds. I'm going to get into nightclubs and get the hotties. That's it from me. Thank you very much. Oh, I want to add one thing on a personal note. Many of you probably don't know this, but I did used to be homeless briefly. And I'm really touched that you've all been so generous for Crisis this year. My personal target of 300 quid has actually been busted through this gig as we were performing.
Wow.
So thank you, everybody. You are amazing.
Bless you. Donna Landy, ladies and gentlemen. Donna Landy there. Very, very good. Awesome stuff. And that's exactly what I want you to do. Everyone's tough. It's been a very tough year. Everyone's sort of like struggling and so on and so forth. What was it? Like a third of the UK were on government handouts just for like three months of the year or whatever it was. So life is tough. Life is very, very tough. So look, thank you. Wherever you donate, that is so awesome. Thank you very, very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. So let's move on to our next act. We're up for our next act, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 more acts. So let's do this. So we're going to do a 9 and a 10. I want to hear a difference between a 9 and a 10. Okay, right? A proper 9. Big 9, and I want to hear that difference between there to there. Okay, so we're ready for this. Begin, take a breath. Exhale. Hands in your clappatory positions. Get your vocal cords going. Ready for a big 9. Oh. There you go. After 3, 9, 3, 2, 1, 9. I'm hearing it. I want to hear this difference. 10.
Hey.
Beautiful. And give up for the one and only Gary Manhole.
Okay. Is it all right to clap yourself on? I don't know what the protocol is. Santa Claus, where's my fucking Skeletrix? Listen, so we're worried about homeless people, but I just want you to know that I've been struggling at the moment. I've been struggling with my Englishness. Englishness, as defined by the Oxford English Dictionary, is the inability to express how you feel or what you really think. It can be deadly in life-threatening situations. Imagine, here we go, let's let Stephen, I think he should hear this as well. Imagine being English and being on a bus with unmasked people during the pandemic. You're thinking, oh God, what's wrong with you, you selfish fucking bastard? Put your mask on. However, you express your apoplexy through the medium of imaginary shouting. Angry lip pursing, useless whilst wearing a mask, and micro head shaking. The person you're mentally attacking may sense something is wrong, in which case you'll smile, useless whilst wearing a mask, do a little hello nod, and check to see how your trainers are doing down there on your feet. Our fear of offending is greater than our fear of death. People from other countries who've made their home here, you'll never know what we're really thinking because we'll never tell you. It might take you years to work it out, and even then you can't be sure. Look, I'm so English, I've had sex a number of times just out of politeness. Seriously. I've even bought clothes and shoes that I didn't want because the assistant was so nice and helpful. American bartenders who ask, how was your day? Please, please. I don't want to talk about how my day was. I just want a beer. I was in Sydney, right? You wander into a store. Hello, mate. That's fine. I can deal with that. How you going? Yeah, that's cool. Then they say, what have you been up to today? It's a panic attack. I don't know what do they want to know? What am I going to tell them? What I was thinking was, actually, I'm just coming from your mum's house. You know what she said to me? It turns out I could be your new stepdad. Hello. So look, I've spent my time during lockdown thinking about things other people don't think about, like fish. I think it's unfair that we catch salmon when they're in the middle of doing something. They're just trying to fucking get somewhere. Other fish are just aimless. They've got nothing to do. They're just wandering around, forgetting they've just been over there and going back over there again. Oh, what's that over there? Oh, what's that over here? Oh, what's that over there? Pathetic. So it's fair enough to eat those. It's fair enough to eat them, but the salmon, he's on a mission. Go upstream to have sex with the salmon. He has a purpose. He has a name. Leave the salmon alone. We should only eat fish that have no purpose in life. Like cod. Leave those crabs alone too. Okay, so I now have to give you a message that's been mandated by the British government. Okay? U-turn! No, U-turn! No, U-turn! No, U-turn! I'm here as your Prime Minister, Winston. No, it's me, Boris. Nice to see me. Nice. Bang the table, punch the air. Touch Winston's jangly ding-dang. Listen, yes, it's been a bludgery, buggering, anus horribilis. Yes, it has. I thought I would cheer you up by coming on telly, I say, with some lockdown hokey-cokey. Birmingham in, you take the Birmingham out. Oh, yes, sir. Flip-flop all about. I'm also here to explain to you the easy-to-understand tier system, which you can see from this graph. Thank you, Mr. Whitey. Number one, that's the best fun. All the people having fun. Number two, this is just for Jews. I say. Number three, it's just for me. Number four, shut that door and don't let anyone in, especially fucking Keir Starmer. We shall fight the COVID on the buses, or we shall fight the COVID in the Tesco queue. And Greg's the Baker's, we shall never surrender. And we say to the EU, no deal. I say like a beggar who has found a bag of British chips he discarded 45 years ago. We'll have our chips, our country back. Yes, sir. Mr. Macron, I say we'll leave our cod alone. They are aimless British cod who want to remain British. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Very decisively. Did I? I don't know. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. This one was given to me by Dominic Cummings. Well, what did John Craven do? Heaven help us. Good night.
Hey, thanks, Sharon. Brilliant, excellent there, excellent. And one other thing, a friend of mine has written a Christmas song to go to #1. Now, you might have heard of this. It's called Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt. It's absolutely true. It's #2 in the charts. It's #2. Not that guy. That guy's cool. But no, it's #2 in the charts, and it's on. I think it's on the Apple download charts. It's #2 in the list. And we're trying to push it to #1. So if you get a chance to watch it, you can get it on Spotify or whatever. It's called Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt, and it's basically those 6 words. Repeated for a minute and a half. But if you watch the video, it's on YouTube. If you YouTube Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt, it's hilarious. Do get a chance to watch it. But let's do this one more time. Another round of applause for Gary Manheim there, ladies. Very good. Cool, lovely. We're down to our last 2 acts for tonight's show. We're ready for our last 2 acts for tonight's show?
Yeah.
Do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the 9 and 10 was good. The 9 and 10 was good. But this time, right, I want to go straight to a 10. All right? Straight to a 10. I want to hear the biggest 10 you've possibly got. And I'm going to hold you at that for 15 seconds before we bring on our next act. We ready for this? I want a proper 10. I don't want it to dip. I want it to stay right up high for 15 seconds, all right? You ready for this? So let's do this. Begin, take a breath. Exhale. Hands in your clappatory positions. Ready? After 3, nice big 10. 3, 2, 1. 10. Yeah! 6. Keep going. 9. 10.
Woohoo! Yeah!
14. Beautiful. Give it up for the one and only Sophie Gold.
Hi everyone. So a lot of people got lockdown hobbies. Anyone get a lockdown hobby?
Sing. Comedy.
Nice. Yeah, I got alcoholism. Yeah, take that, sourdough people. So to avoid judgmental looks from my neighbors, I've started taking out the recycling in the dead of night. Given the excuse I had a party stopped working or got more judgmental looks. But look, I've had a lot of revelations in lockdown. For example, there's nothing like realizing, nothing like not being able to go to the pub with your friends to make you realize that you only like your friends when you're drunk. I've realized that going to the supermarket during a pandemic is just like playing Pac-Man. Y'all remember Pac-Man, right? Run around the store, picking up as much as you can before the unmasked person comes down your aisle. You win if you get out of the supermarket without catching COVID and you don't forget the milk. My favorite lockdown invention was anti-date night, where my husband and I intentionally don't spend time together. We got married in February and everyone was like, the first year is the hardest. I didn't realize they meant a fucking pandemic. Am I the only one finding the conversational high point of my day discussing what we're going to cook for dinner? Which shitty reality TV show we're going to watch to feel better about ourselves? Working from home hasn't been great for our relationship either. Nothing kills the spark quite like 8 hours a day of overhearing someone talk about UK tax law. On the bright side, I no longer have to fake a headache. I can just honestly say, sorry, I overheard your stamp duty exclusions call today. So Jay says we've masturbated more during lockdown. Jay, I do not know where you're getting your wanking window. Nothing has been worse for my masturbatory routine than having to sneak past my actual partner to have a cheeky procrastinate during my lunch break. Seriously, I'm never alone. The minute I think I've gotten away with it, I get company. And how do you say to your partner, oh, thanks for the offer, but honestly, I'm good, just me on this one. At least lockdown has given us the excuse to start buying sex toys online, where you don't have to have that awkward interaction where the assistant asks you if you're looking for anything as you casually browse the dildo section. I always give them a wordless deer in the headlights look, like I thought I was walking into Topshop. May she rest in peace. And I've only just noticed that I'm surrounded by leather harnesses. Genuinely, who have ever said, yes, actually, could you tell me the difference between these two butt plugs? If you want to freak out the assistant, pick out any vibrator and be like, I'm not sure it'll fit. Mind if I try it in? I personally feel like coronavirus is karmic punishment for me saying that I wished I could go to work in my pajamas. I am Zoom queen of the work top and leopard print pajama bottoms. Or during the heat wave, work top and pants. Which is great until you accidentally stand up. So that's why I got a new job in lockdown. Speaking of work, I can't believe the government is encouraging more kids to go into science and technology instead of the arts. I have 2 engineering degrees, and all I do is redesign PowerPoint slides all day. And I'm now retraining as a mediocre comedian. Because I'm working from home, I do a lot of screen sharing. Someone asked me to share a presentation on screen recently, so I said, sure, I'll get it up. So I'm on the job hunt again. Yesterday, my friend swung by to drop off a Christmas card. I opened the card, and she had literally crossed out the word Merry next to Christmas and written, and I quote, have a tolerable Christmas. It's the most 2020 Christmas card I've gotten. So I'll close with, have a tolerable Christmas, try not to die, and have a great night. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good, very good. Sophie Gold there, ladies and gentlemen. That was absolutely awesome. And what she was saying about being a mediocre, I thought she was fucking amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Sophie Gold there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. And remember, I taught her, so she's definitely not a mediocre. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final act for tonight's show. So what an act to close out the show. I taught her during lockdown, and it's an absolute pleasure. We are ending the show in full fine style, so let's do this. So what we're going to do this time is, wherever your 10 is, right, that's your 10. That was good, but I want you to hold that 10 properly, okay? But this time, right, we're going to go to an 11, all right? So wherever your 10 is, push up one more to 11, all the last bit of energy you've got. Let's end this show in full fine style. So let's do this. So I want to hear a 9, then a 10, then an 11. Okay, right, let's go for this. Big intake of breath. Exhale. Hands in your clappatory positions. There you go. Ready? Here we go. After 3, a nice big 9. 3, 2, 1. 9. Lovely. I'm going to push it up one more. 10. There you go. If you can, standing ovation. Here we go. 11. And Stephanie Walker.
Hello, thank you everybody for having me here today. Thank you so much. I find myself heavily invested in game shows. I find myself oohing and awing at the prizes. Oh, a brand new car, a new washer and dryer. I can't imagine. And then I find myself wondering if the contestants will win. Oh, Gladys, that new washer and dryer is going to look fantastic in Omaha. And oh, Todd, at least you got to see LA. And then I find myself cringing at my own true nature. I'm a fangirl of capitalism. Some 2020 highlights. I've achieved Facebook superfan status. I believe the pre-pandemic term was cyberstalker. I made a pilgrimage to the Four Seasons, total landscaping.
Rudy!
Also, I think that this is officially the year where, hear me out, oral history is replaced by memes. And let's not forget the Tiger King in the room. I think that we all thought that this pandemic would be over, that it would be a mild and slight inconvenience. I personally remember thinking, oh, that Ricky Gervais series, that'll tide me over. I wholeheartedly embrace doing my part to flatten the curve. I embrace the mantra so fully, I was so death-defyingly cooperative that my iPhone step counter thought that I flatlined. I again thought that the quarantine was ending this summer, when in an attempt to restore our local community, our economy, I received a Groupon offer for vaginal steaming. And here we are, month 10 of quarantine. This has become a marathon of a disaster. Oh, happy holidays. I lament all the family that I currently won't see, especially that twin that I ate in utero. With the complete absence of even the remotest possibility of a social life, did I even pronounce that correctly? I've literally been left to my own devices. Said that fashion is dead during a pandemic. I'm eagerly awaiting the 2021 collection of Ivanka Trump. Body bags. Other short of please highlights of 2021. Joe Biden's inauguration. Woo! It's historic on so many levels. As a proud Philadelphian who helped to save Western democracy, you're welcome. Woo! I expect to have another quarantine birthday. Those don't count, right? And of course, at some point, getting the vaccine. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never really been able to stomach improv as a comedy discipline. There, I said it. I recently found a note in my phone from January. Improv is no different than waterboarding. My, how the mighty have fallen. I've officially hit comedy rock bottom. I'm going into my 4th semester of Zoom improv. Why, you ask? Because remedial improv wasn't offered. I keep getting these pop-up messages, unstable connection, low bandwidth. I've said to my laptop on more than one occasion, listen up, bitch. We have more in common than you realize. I know that you're tired. We all are. Going through this pandemic has been like going through the 5 stages of grief. In the 5 stages of lockdown, I'm officially at the end, the acceptance stage. And I'm obviously flourishing. But let's rewind for a moment. Stage 1, denial. More accurately, confusion and misinformation. Stage 2, anger. You can't take away my freedom to go to the gym. Masks are oppression. Stage 3, bargaining. I think we embraced this one a little bit too much. Stage 4, sadness and depression, pre-existing conditions. Thank you, Obamacare. So here I am, stage 5, acceptance. The problem is that you're supposed to die at the end of the stages. Oh, sweet, sweet death. But currently, we're all just running out of Disney Plus options. If we make it through this year, and despite there being like a week left, it's still a big if. I plan on holding a true short story contest. The topic, the weirdest shit I got into in 2020. I personally am working on an epic tale. That's my time. Happy holidays. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's show another one. After there, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. And yes, I taught Stephanie during lockdown, and it's been an absolute privilege. She's all the way in Philadelphia. She had an American election to deal with. She had all my homework to deal with. She had. It was like it was very tense. It was very tense. So therefore, another round of applause for Stephanie Parker there, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good. Very good, very, very good. Awesome, 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 awesome. I put the kind of little Facebook donate page in the little chat bit at the bottom. So if there's anyone who hasn't done so yet, just log on to it. There's a little donate button. Donate whatever you can. That'd be absolutely awesome. I think. Well, I haven't looked at the Facebook page, but does anyone know what the current total is?
£40.
It's going to be £50 in like 3 seconds once my donation goes through. So
£90 we've got there. Another, thank you so much. Thank you. £90. That's a round of applause for yourselves as well. Thank you. Well done. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's 90 odd quid. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Sophie, as well. That's so good. There you go. There you go. Going in there as well. Another tenner, actual tenner.
Well, when you think about it, £40, £50. If you're actually homeless, that's
a lot.
Amazing.
That's a lot. That is
In terms of crisis, that's 2 people who are homeless getting a place at Christmas in a shelter. So thank you for those 2 people.
Oh, absolutely. And we raised that in a 1-hour show, and I think that's an awesome testament to the people who've kind of done it. So
we should carry on for another 23 hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like what a consultant gets in the government. What, 90 quid an hour? Fuck it, let's do this. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to all of the acts you saw this evening show. You saw right from the very beginning. You saw Victoria Shorley. You saw Taya Jaffe. You saw Keith Brokenshire. You saw Donna Landy. You saw the man who organised this himself, Gary Mannheim.
Gary.
You saw Sophie Gold. Very generous there. And also we have Stephanie Parker. You guys have been absolutely lovely. My name's been Jay Sodegar, and I genuinely hope 2021 is so much better. 2020. But look, we never know what the hell's going to happen. But one thing I do know is certainly after like tonight's show, that there are a lot of good people out there, and the human spirit still is a bit about caring about others. So take that forward into 2021 and just take care of yourselves. Stay safe. My name has been Jay Sondergaard. Thank you. Good night. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Cool. There you go. There you go.
Cool, man. The live stream has stopped.
Yes. Yes.
Now
yes.
let's have a party.
Yeah. Brilliant. No, that was awesome. That was really, really awesome. I'm so glad we got 90 quid for it, and that's genuine money for genuine people. So yes, that's good. That's so awesome. I mean, 90 quid could also supply food for quite a few homeless people in a shelter or something like that. That's virtually like a week's shopping that we've got for a family of 4. Imagine how many people you could feed on that. So no, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Bless you. Cool. Here we go. So
we're still recording, by the way. Do we still want to be recording?
Okay. I don't know. We can take it off the record.